Hello, guys. I am back. I had a list of topics. I kept deleting it, and then one night I couldn't sleep and I just kept thinking about her smile. Not her, just that. Her smile specifically. And I thought, okay, that's the video. There's this thing that happens when you miss someone. It's not always the big stuff, it's not the relationship or the future you had planned, or even the person as a whole. Sometimes it's just one thing. Something so small it feels embarrassing to admit. For me, it's her smile. Not the one in photos, not the post one, the real one. The one that happened when something caught her off guard and she couldn't help it. When she laughed at something she wasn't expecting to find funny. That smile. The one I don't have a photo of because you can't plan for it. It just happened. And now it doesn't. I think we underestimate how much of a person lives in the small things. We talk about missing people like it's about the relationship, the dates, the conversations, the big moments. And yeah, you miss those too. But what actually gets you at 2 a.m. is something stupid. The way she said your name. The specific sound of her laugh. The face she made when she was trying not to smile but couldn't stop herself. Those are the things that disappear first from your memory. And that's the part nobody warns you about. That you don't just lose the person, you slowly lose the details. And one day you realize you can't quite remember the sound of their voice anymore. And that hits different. I remember the last time I saw her smile like that. We were doing nothing, genuinely nothing, sitting somewhere, not even talking much. And she said something, I don't even remember what. And I made a joke and she tried to hold it in and couldn't. And she smiled, that smile. And I didn't know it was going to be the last time. You never do. That's the thing about last times, they almost never announce themselves. You only recognize them looking back, and by then it's too late to have paid more attention. I wish I had paid more attention. There's a version of grief that people don't really talk about. It's not the crying, not the anger, not the emptiness, it's the gratitude. This strange, painful gratitude for having had something worth missing, because missing her smile means I got to see it. Means at some point she smiled because of me, or next to me, or just in my presence. And that was real. That happened. And I think that's the part you have to hold on to. Not the loss, the fact that it was real. But that doesn't make the 2 a.m. easier. That doesn't stop your brain from doing that thing where a random song comes on and suddenly you're back in a moment you forgot you remembered. And for a second everything is fine. And then you remember. And it's not. I hate that. I genuinely hate that. The way memory works, the way it keeps these little traps for you. You think you're okay, and then something completely unrelated, a smell, a word, someone laughing in the next room, and your brain just goes there, without asking, without warning, and you're back missing her smile. I've been thinking a lot about what it means to carry someone with you after they're gone from your life. Not in a dramatic way, just what do you do with all that feeling? Where does it go? I don't think it goes anywhere. I think you just learn to make room for it. Like furniture you can't get rid of. You stop walking into it in the dark. Eventually, you learn where it is. You stop expecting the room to be empty. And some days you even appreciate that it's there. Because it means something happened that was worth keeping. I don't know if she thinks about me. I genuinely don't. And I've made peace with not knowing. Because that's the other thing nobody tells you. You don't always get closure. You don't always get the conversation that explains everything. Sometimes things just end and you're left holding all these feelings with nowhere to put them. And you just have to decide what to do with that. I decided to talk about it, here, to you guys. Because maybe you're carrying something too. Maybe you have your own version of a smile. Something small and specific that got lodged in your chest and won't come out. And if you do, I think that's okay. I think that means you're human. I think that means you love something real. Anyway, I'm back. I don't know how often I post. I'm not going to make promises I can't keep, but I have things I want to say. And apparently 2 a.m. gives me the courage to say them. Thanks for still being here. It means more than you know.